It all started when my family moved into our old house. At first, everything seemed normal, but then I began to notice something no one else in my family seemed to sense. There was an eerie presence, a feeling that I wasn't alone, and it wasn't a comforting one. I had a habit of falling asleep on the couch in the living room, and strange things would happen. Almost every time, I'd wake up with multiple palmetto bugs crawling on me. Our house was spotless, and I had read that these bugs don't usually live inside, yet they only appeared on me, never on anyone else in my family. It was disturbing, like something wanted to make sure I knew it was there. One of the strangest incidents happened one night, though I have no memory of it. My parents told me that I got up from the couch, walked into their room, and just stood there in the doorway, staring at them. They called my name over and over, asking if I was okay, but I didn't respond. My mother said my eyes looked empty, as if I was staring through them, not at them. Then, without a word, I turned and walked back to the living room. My mother followed, concerned, while my father read a prayer from the Bible. But when she reached the living room, she found me fast asleep, as if nothing had happened. I've never been known to sleepwalk before or since, and it unsettled me deeply. After 2 years, we moved to a new house. It was a nice place, but the feeling of being watched never left me. One night, as I lay in bed, my steel bed frame suddenly shook. It was solid and heavy. There was no reason for it to move, yet it did. Another time, I woke up in the middle of the night with an overwhelming urge to turn over. I usually sleep facing the wall, but when I turned, I saw it. A pitch-black shadow of a man, standing against the white doors of my closet. My heart pounded as I quickly turned back toward the wall, shutting my eyes tight, forcing myself to sleep. A year into living there, my grandmother passed away. She had always been my rock, my source of comfort. Her death shattered me, and I began sleeping with a lamp on. The feeling of being watched became unbearable, suffocating even. When my mother asked why I suddenly needed the light, I broke down, telling her everything. She tried to reassure me, saying it was probably my grandmother's presence watching over me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't her. Whatever was in my room felt far from comforting. It felt wrong. About 7 months ago, a friend brought over a Ouija board, convinced it would be fun to use it in my room. I was curious. Maybe I'd finally get some answers. We followed all the necessary precautions and started playing. I let her ask the questions, trusting her. We made contact with something, a man with the initials CD. That alone sent chills down my spine, but then she asked, "Do you want destiny?" The planchette slid to yes. I slammed the board shut, forcing the game to end. The entire time we played, I had been hearing a faint knocking from inside my closet. I never touched a Ouija board again after that night. Now, as I approach my 18th birthday, I can't even step into my room. The presence is too strong. Even my friends refuse to enter. At night, when I pass by, I can see the outline of everything in the room except for one corner, the one by my closet. It remains pitch black, darker than the rest of the room. Like a void. It's not just in my house anymore, either. When I'm outside, I still feel watched. Sometimes, I'll be walking with friends, and I'll stop, feeling eyes on me. But when I turn to look, there's nothing there. Just emptiness. Have you ever felt someone staring at you, only to look up and see them quickly glance away? That's what it feels like, except no one is ever there.